Hey there, and welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Jenny, and this is Lauren, and we're two of Festival's Mealtime Mentors. The holidays are coming up, and when I think of holidays, I think of stuffing. It's my absolute favorite side dish.
Me too. That is probably my favorite as well.
So we're bringing you a fun twist on stuffing today.
That's right. So we're working with Sargento to bring you a mushroom stuffing recipe with Sargento Parmesan cheese. It's delicious. We've got some really good herbs going on in this recipe, so we've already gotten started.
Yes, we've got olive oil going with some shallots in this pan, and we're just going to cook them down a bit. It looks like they're pretty much ready. So then the next thing I'm going to add is our mushroom blend. They're just sliced mushrooms. We have some creminis, shiitake, and oyster mushrooms in here. You can use any blend of mushrooms that you like, but we like this mixture because it has really great flavors in it. So this will take about 15 minutes to cook down and soften.
Excellent. So while Jenny is doing that, I'm going to add together our wet ingredients in this big bowl. So adding some eggs. Then I'm going to add some half and half. And then adding some Sargento Parmesan cheese. And I'm just going to whisk this together. Break up all these eggs.
I'll give you a little bit of salt and pepper.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So this looks pretty whisked up here. So what I'm going to add next is our bread. So a really easy time saver that we have in our bakery department actually is the bread stuffing from our bakery. So this bread has already been sliced up, it's already been baked, so it just saves that step of having to buy bread, slice it up, bake it in the oven, wait for it to cool, and that type of thing. So this is a really easy solution. You can find them just in bags in our bakery department for really whatever stuffing recipe that you're making. So I'm adding the bread, and then from here just going to kind of whisk this in a little bit. And essentially just want to let this bread soak. So we're going to wait for the mushrooms to cook. Those will come in here. And then we're going to put in the oven.
So it looks like our mushrooms are cooked down. So I'm going to go ahead and season it with a little bit of salt and pepper.
It smells amazing in here.
It does. I love this blend of mushrooms.
Yeah, using the different mushrooms. We're using oyster and cremini, a couple of different
shiitake.
Others.
Yeah.
And they all have a slightly different, that umami flavor. So of course you could just use the typical cremini, white button mushrooms. But it's kind of fun to try some of these other mushrooms and incorporate them into this holiday dish.
Yeah, so I just mixed in some chopped up parsley and minced garlic. I'll let that cook for just a second until the garlic is fragrant.
It's going to add a really nice color as well, a lot of freshness to this stuffing recipe.
Looks good. So then the last step is to add in a little bit of chopped sage, and I absolutely love the sage in this recipe.
Yes. So you can find this by the other fresh herbs in our produce department.
All right.
Smells so good. That sage makes all the difference.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dump this into the bowl with the bread.
Perfect. I'm going to steal your spatula, mix this up here. Oh my gosh, it smells so
super good.
Good. And a lot of stuffing recipes will use, usually meat, some sort of meat. So this is more of a vegetarian style stuffing. But the great thing about the mushrooms is that they kind of give that meaty texture.
Yeah, so you won't miss the meat at all.
Definitely. So I've kind of mixed this here where everything is coated. What we would do is we would let this sit actually for 10 minutes to let all those flavors meld together.
So we're just looking for all of the liquid to kind of be soaked up in the bread, and it's actually looking pretty good now. So let's go ahead.
Bring this over.
We have a greased baking dish.
And our oven has been preheating at 350. So we'll be popping this in the oven.
This looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, it does. So pretty.
All
You want
right.
to take that back, Jenny? I will get this out of the way. So as I mentioned today, we are working with Sargento cheese, and one of the many reasons we love Sargento is because they're a local Wisconsin company, just like us at Festival. They're right out of Plymouth, Wisconsin, so a great local partner for us, especially when all these holiday dishes usually incorporate some sort of cheese.
And who doesn't love cheese, right?
Oh my gosh, exactly. All right, well, let's
give this a try.
Serve this up. It looks so nice.
Yeah, so you bake it for about 30 to 35 minutes, but you just want to look for that like golden color on the top and on the sides, and be careful not to over bake it because it will dry out the center. So still looking for that moist center. Yum. Thank you.
I'm gonna grab a little slice here as well.
And I love the color that the parsley and the sage gives it. So it's not just all brown and brown.
Exactly. Perfect. Well, here's a fork.
you.
Let's dig in. I need some mushrooms on my taste.
Super good.
All those flavors just really complement each other super well.
Well, we hope you give this fun stuffing recipe a try.
And for more holiday recipe ideas and resources from your mealtime mentors, visit bestfoods.com/holidays.